Hello there. Welcome to Tuck and Cash. Good day, good evening, good night. Thank you for tuning in. Today we have another very exciting tournament game going live. So, as always, I have my commentator co-host with me. Today we have Chop. How are you doing, Chop?
Hey, hello. I'm doing well. I'm doing very well. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm great. Good to hear. Tell us more about the game today.
Yeah, so we've got a game today between Deviled Egg and Reggae Muffin within our Vouillé Duck Dash. This is a round 3 game with the winner going on to verse the Flash, who has already beaten out Sim in their round 3 game. So it should be a really exciting match between these two.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm definitely looking forward to this game as well. So yeah, I guess like let's just get started.
Sounds good. All right, hit that send button, Deviled, and we'll go. Get this underway. Good luck to both.
Yep, absolutely. I believe Devil Egg has to. Okay, right. Things looks great. Starting hand coming up. Devil Egg is starting first.
Winning the flip.
Oh yeah.
I've got a little conspiracy for you, Tay.
All right, come
I know
on.
you love
We're
conspiracies.
starting with a conspiracy time here.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you think that more people win the flip when they don't call, when they don't actually get to call the coin toss?
I
reckon
don't-
The flip doesn't like whoever calls.
I don't know where you're going with this, but no. Coin flip is a coin flip. That's no conspiracy going with coin flip here.
Correct
Deny.
answer, Tay. Correct answer. All right. So Swallow's obviously a very nice start, and especially with that purple martin in the tray,
Oh.
and web nest expert as well is amazing, right?
Yeah, I mean, really, the tuck and draw is really the meta, like one of the biggest meta for base game here. You always love to see the tuck and draw bird, and having two, yeah, that's gonna be huge.
Yep. I definitely feel like there's the first couple of turns here for Deviled Egg is pick up that martin, get the martin down, potentially gain food and lay eggs, and then get down the Viro Kite double, and you're in a really good spot for not only the first bonus by having 2 birds that qualify for platform here, but also really good food draw to be able to work out where you want to go moving forward, and already a tuck and draw card in the grasslands as well.
Yeah, I love the plan. All right, wow. Just first glance, lots of tier A going on in that hand as well.
Yeah,
Love
excluding that Grosbig.
Yep. Excluding,
It's like AACF minus A.
I know. Yeah, I mean, yes, very solid starting hand. Fishery manager, awesome.
I think this is exactly what I'd probably do in this situation. Love the turn, love the grebe, and White Stud's an amazing start as well. So this is looking like a good game, Tay.
Yeah, it's pretty well balanced. You know, like Devil Egg got the food web expert that worked well for the Swallow and Martin, but here, I think we got the fishery manager that's like instant 3 points with the grebe and turn. So
Yeah, basically that grebe's a 3-point bird rather than 0, which is pretty amazing. Like that.
Yeah.
That basically makes it like the Merganser that's very similar, but for only 1 food cost.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. With this
a lot of egg space.
yeah, with this strong wetland engine, like, you know, anything can happen. So you never know where you're gonna draw. That's gonna really change
Yeah.
the game.
The thing with this is both of them have could easily just end up with 2 and draw this first end of round as well.
Yeah.
So it's still looking really tight for end of rounds.
Yep.
They both have a star nest for the first 3 end of rounds as well, which is just really nice.
Yep. Oh, look at that.
Ooh, red star. Hello.
I mean, what do you do here? Like, I don't think you.
I pick up the red star.
You think you should? Yeah, someone should deny it. Yeah.
Yep.
denial is just always interesting, you know. You're like spending that one turn. You might be denying a bird that your opponent do not need. That's always the risk there as well.
Yeah, it's such a night. Like round one, first couple of turns, I'll deny the red start. If this was round two or something, and they're going to have to start changing their plan, but the red start is such a nice starting bird. It just gives you so much food early. The other thing to take into account is at that time, without knowing Deviled Egg's plan, is they actually had an invertebrate and a cherry, so they had the food to be able to play the red start straight away if they wanted to, which I think should come into calculations there.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I think the red star is gonna be a nice pickup for Devil Egg here.
Yeah.
All right.
Because as much as they've got a couple of nice birds, I'm a big fan of that Varo. Like that's my favorite bird to use as an extender bird. The kite works well for this first end of round. That oh look at that change your plan.
Yeah.
The pivot already.
Yeah, I guess, you know, I mean, you always love a martin in the grassland. You know, I was thinking about this too. But in this situation, you will need a bird in the wetland at some point. So
look what's popped up. How perfect would that be for Deviled Egg? Is that ring-billed gull?
Yeah, I mean that would be awesome. I mean, I guess like, do you sacrifice? Because you have, I think it's more efficient if you use like the martin to draw up the goal here. So I wonder, maybe they give up like the double bird, the reroll here.
See, yeah, it's definitely. I'm not 100% sure. You could. I'm just that Vireo, whilst normally is just like a good bird, like for these end of rounds, is an amazing bird.
Yeah, but
and the gull's gone as well, by the way.
Yeah, the gull is gone, and Reggae Muffin just drew the fish crow, which is exactly what I had in mind. Like, you know, that is the game changing bird here. You know, if you have the fish crow, suddenly like your focus now is on grassland.
Yeah.
I mean,
so do you ditch the white start here, or do you keep it with Reggae?
That's a good point. Do you play the white start and then pick up food, or do you pick up a fish and play the fish crow?
You know what I think? I'd probably normally not play the white start here, but I think the consideration has to come into play that they're wanting to get down that meadow luck, and having those 3 extra enclosure nest spots is actually going to be really useful if you want to kind of go ham on that meadow luck.
Yeah, I think I kind of agree here. Having that white start is going to help you to build up your grassland like a lot quicker, because, you know, with the fish crow and the meadowlark, that's 4 food. So yeah, I think white start is not a bad pick here. All right, the meadowlark just yeah,
it's interesting by Deviled Egg just gone for the single pull of the chickadee there.
It is a tier A bird. But
I wonder if they're going to go the Vero chickadee just straight down here.
Yeah, it's not. It's a great bird, but yeah, taking and playing a 2-point birds, you know, it always give me pause here. But, you know, if they can make good use of it, yeah, it might be worth it.
Yeah.
I like, back to what I was thinking about the martin. Like, you always love to have the martin in the grassland, but, you know, at the beginning I was thinking, since you have the martin and the swallow, or what was the second tuck and draw?
They got the martin and the swallow. You're right.
Yeah, the swallow. I was like,
swallow. It's the violet green swallow.
Yeah, like, can you maybe sacrifice the martin in the wetland, just kind of facilitate the card draw a little bit, because otherwise you have to be like drawing 1 card at a time.
You could still do that at this stage, but with the swallow, I mean, it doesn't really matter which one's which. It's a little bit quicker to do the other one, but yeah, I think it's definitely something that you've got to think about if you have no other way of getting cards. A question is, though, is is pretty quickly. I think that Deviled Egg could pick up that cherry, get an invertebrate, get that red start down, and potentially pick up a really big bird. Like you could, in theory, then pretty easily get that bald eagle down with that much food generation.
Yeah.
And then you've got a big bird. You can just go double tuck in the grasslands, discard an egg, and get 2 cards, and just sort of pick and choose between there.
Yeah. I mean, getting, whatever down in the wetland, it's going to be great because, it doesn't matter what card they draw, but they just need to be able to efficiently draw like, 2 or 3 cards. Yeah. So, all right. What's going on? I mean, things are looking great with Reggae Muffin here with 3 birds that's good for their fishery manager already. So it seems like they're very likely going to score the maximum for that bonus card, which is huge.
Yeah, I'm normally not a huge fan of the Meadowlark, but I actually think it's going to work really nicely in this combo for Reggae Muffin. Because you're going to be discarding some eggs with the fish crow, and you've already got a lot of space for that enclosure nest extra one. And we've seen that your opponent doesn't have a lot. They've only got 2 spaces, so you could really quickly overwhelm your opponent in that egg spot. So, yeah, whilst I'm not normally a big fan, situational, I quite like this.
Yeah. I think, the setup looks, pretty good. Like, right now they can get out the fish crow and then, I don't know, they're probably likely going to use the fish crow to get the food for Meadowlark, or they can also go to the forest. But likely using the fish crow is nice here because it gives you eggs that help you to win the first end of round goal, so.
Yeah.
Alright, looks like we have a stream down here. I'm gonna go fix it a little bit.
That's Devil's actually stopped streaming into Discord, so I don't think it's anything you can fix, Tay.
Okay, well, let me know when it's back. In the meantime, we're gonna have some chill music playing here.
I'm just gonna message...
Alright, let's see what's going on in the chat right now. Yep, I think both Elsie and Kaka mentioned that Devil Egg is gonna need some good wetland bird going, so totally agree right there. Yeah, I mean Muffin with that wetland engine, they're gonna be able to see 5 cards at a turn. That's gonna be huge. And couple that with...
Only keeping 3 of them, but yeah.
Yeah, keeping 3, but still seeing 5 is amazing. And, they have the fish crow. That's going to be a consistent food source through the game.
Yeah, definitely. I would lean... Actually, I'll ask you, who would you say has a better setup right now? Who would you prefer?
I mean, I love Reggae Muffin setup here. So do we only have 1 stream going?
At the moment, yeah.
Okay. If move are still being made, I'll try to see. Yeah, it's not the best view, but all right. At least we can see what's going on. That looks like, yep, Devil Muffin is just laying eggs and getting food for their Meadowlark. Yeah, I think they're going total pivot to the grassland here. Alright, new tray, round 2.
We are back.
We're back? Alright.
Yeah, Deviled Egg's back.
Let's look at this. Alright. Alright, we are all the way back. Stream looking good. And yeah, round 2 tray, nothing really impressive here. And
although this bittern might not be the worst thing in the world for Deviled Egg, because you've already got 2 birds down for Reggae Muffin, so they can discard an egg and actually gain 3 cards, and they've got the food generation with that 3 birds, including the red start there. So my view is this bitten is actually really nice for deviled egg.
Yeah, I think that bitten definitely is nice, and doesn't. Ooh, look at this. Nice. You know, it.
Oh, house finch.
I was worried like, wow, the first few pull is really nothing, impressive there, but house finch. You just need that one house finch, and it fixes everything. It's amazing.
Yeah. Groove was talking about how the house finch, when I was streaming with him yesterday, house finch was his favorite bird.
Yeah. I mean, the interesting thing is, okay, while for some of our viewers, like on the tournament right now, almost all of our tournament games are played with house rule, where the Raven and Killdeer and Franklin Skull can only be played in round 2. Sometimes I have the feeling like I feel like Crow and Fish Crow under the house rule sometimes can even be stronger than the Raven. It just gives you such a nice head start. I don't know.
If you can get it done early and
Yeah.
just focus purely on 2 habitats, then yeah, it can be. I mean, it's the same thing with any bird that enables you to do something in a habitat that it's not really designed for, right? So getting food out of the grasslands, or it's the same thing with the wood duck getting cards out of the forest, the pileated woodpecker getting eggs out of the forest, that sort of stuff. They're always very strong plays.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, having a crow or raven plus a tuck and draw is like, the golden combo here. I do endorse the house finch physics everything. I think Mother Love has like a rule number that says like, if you have the house finch, you almost always win the game or something.
Yeah, I have heard them say that before as well.
Yep. And it's really smart that Reggae Muffin start with the house finch here, because the house finch gain you points and help you to dig some cards, and it doesn't clog up your eggs. So yeah, I approve playing the house finch before playing the Meadowlark here.
Yeah. As much as I was for this swallow going down the waterlands earlier, I probably would have saved that for a really nice tucking engine through the grassland and picked up the bitten. I think that's need to be a slight change. And the bitten's not normally great, but in this situation where your opponent already has 2 birds, it would have been really, really nice.
Yeah. All right, we got the. Yeah, I mean, I agree. Like having the swallow in the grassland, that's a 5-point engine with just 2 bird. So
Huge, right?
yeah.
This oyster catcher was so nice.
Yeah.
Such a nice oyster catcher.
Yeah.
Food web expert, 2 extra cards, and again, it makes it feel like the swallow is now going to get wasted in the waterlands, unfortunately.
Yeah. And I think they should have lay eggs there before they pick up cards, because yeah, they really need the extra cards.
Yeah, and it's always a bit of a conundrum in this situation, right? Because they're in a bit of a problem where if they got eggs, they couldn't tuck under their tuck and draw, but if they then gained cards to tuck, then they couldn't get 2 cards at the same time, so they were kind of stuck between a rock and a hard spot on that particular one they wanted.
Right. But yeah, looks like, I mean, they have to lay eggs now, and I don't think they have any eggs, and too bad. They really needed
Just
the second grub there, but
boy.
with the restart, they can afford to, be a little bit, they can
Black with their food choices, they can kind of smash it down, force it.
Yeah, they can force some bird here. All right, yeah, it's
I'm really surprised that the Meadowlark got tucked. Did you notice that for Reggae Muffin?
Ooh.
And they kept the bunting, which I really.
They're probably thinking about, because they have more bow nests here.
Yeah.
But yeah, 2 food. It's not the worst, but
Definitely not the worst.
My first instinct would have like, yeah, Meadowlark is fine because you have the turn, you have the white start, and you're actively spending 8 with your crow anyway, so it's really not a big worry. Especially if they play the belted Kingfisher, that's gonna get even more star nest. So I think the Meadowlark would have been fine there. But seems like they're gonna play the Kingfisher here, or the Mergangster. I'm not sure which one.
Yeah. I mean, I'd probably lean to just doing the Kingfisher. I think you've already got a lot of nice egg generation, and potentially getting a free fish would be where I would go.
Yeah, I think that's smart.
Star
there.
Nest is also amazing, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they're probably looking at winning the second end of round go here. So that's
Do
why.
you know what's nice, Tay?
What?
They've already completed full fishery manager, and it's not even the end of round 2.
I know. Can you believe it? That's what, 8 points?
8 points.
That's
we're not
big.
even halfway through the match.
Yeah, that's big.
It's huge.
All right, look at this. What do we have? Ooh.
Surely pick up Sandpiper.
Sandpiper, sure. I don't think it matters. Like, they're just gonna tuck using.
What? Food web expert. It's a 7-point bird for 1 food.
That's a good point.
I thought it just made it really easy with that.
Yeah.
I don't think the other 2 birds matter to either of them. So.
Yeah. All right, and that's the thing. When your opponent is running that House Finch and Fish Crow, that extra card is gonna carry them for so long. Like they don't have to go back to the wetland for a while because they can just focus on getting that Lazuli Bunting out, or whatever card they can dig and find. So
yeah, I agree with you, Terry. But at the same time, I would have still been making that play if I was Deviled Egg.
It's necessary.
With the food web expert, you needed to do it. So it is unfortunate. It is going to help your opponent, but it was absolutely necessary.
Yeah. I mean, not gonna lie, like Reggae Muffin setup here is really strong. Like at the end of round 2 here.
Just to clarify some stuff in the chat, just to refer back to the chat, there is a comment that the fish crow is the only fish bird that can go in the grasslands, and this is incorrect. Incorrect factual information has been given out.
All right, what was that? That's what I thought too.
Franklin Skull.
Oh, there you go. The goal. How can you forget the goal?
How can you forget the goal?
You never.
Yeah, so sorry, little pivot to the chat there, but
no, I love it.
When people are giving out misinformation around bird game, we have to just stop everything and fix that.
180 birds, not easy to keep track here. But yeah, I mean, not having that second bird in the grassland for Deviled Egg is definitely hurting a little bit.
Yeah,
they really need. They really need a strong tray for round 3 here. So let's see what the tray brings. All right, we got something, I think Bob White and Cowbird potentially can work here with their strong forest. All right. Am I pulling a groove here? Did I just lost my partner and I have to go to monologues again?
No, I'm still here. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. I am getting distracted by the chat. I probably am looking a little bit too much now.
Wow. That would have been a nice trick on me.
It would have been. So what do you think about the tray here? What do you think about the options?
I was gonna say Bobway and Cowbird because with their strong forest, Cowbird certainly would be a nice counter to their grassland, like the Reggae Muffin grassland here, and Bob White is just like, just a plan B option for grassland.
I agree. Wild turkey's not too bad with that sort of egg food generation as well, which they blind drew.
Yep, exactly. All right. Look at this.
Oy.
What's going on here?
I don't think they need the Raven, but
you gotta
Raven's
deny
there
it.
for them. Do you? I don't think you do have to deny it, because why would your opponent pivot when they have such a strong engine? If anything, I'd much prefer this Phoebe, because my opponent's already going to get a lot of food out of their forests. I would just play the Phoebe, Star Nest, get it down.
Oh. But the thing is, like, getting the Raven in grassland is still like 4 points, like 3 points plus food. It's better than running your forest repeatedly. So I think the Raven can still be, valuable for... Oh, here... Okay, now the thing is, you got the Mockingbird.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow, look at this.
Catbird?
Yeah, the catbird.
Ooh, killdeer.
It's just like one after another.
That would be far better for Deviled Egg now.
Oh,
than
not
the
gonna...
Raven. And had they not got greedy and taken Tay-Ray's advice and denied the Raven that wasn't needed, the killdeer wouldn't have appeared.
Yeah.
Rule 16 full effect.
Rule 16 always in full effect. I was gonna say I was a little bit... Yeah, I was wondering should Devil Egg even play the Raven here, just because they have like the Catbird and the Egret. They have a lot of big food bird they can play with the Raven down.
Yeah, that is Reggae Muffin, but yeah, point still stands.
All right, now
Reggae Muffin has the Raven.
Yeah, so I was wondering if they should have played the Raven there.
I don't know. Like I said, I'm really happy with the Phoebe put down here, and then pretty quickly get the Catbird down, and then use the Catbird to double down on that House Finch.
Yeah. Yeah. Even the Killdeer is a little bit late for Devil Egg here.
It is, but at the same time, to be honest, it's probably slightly needed. I don't know.
Slightly, yeah.
We'll see.
I mean, just look at their board. They already have like 3, 4, 5, 6 birds play. They're gonna play the Cowbird. They're gonna play the Sandpiper. So it's not like they need that many cards to play. Like they likely just need 1 or 2 extra cards for like tugging. So it's quite minimum value there.
You may even keep it for the tuck.
Yeah. All right.
So this looks like the Cowbird should go down.
Yeah, they got it. Ooh, look at this. The Blackbird.
Ooh, it's Blackbird.
I like the bingo is just like turning.
Not what I would have done.
Yeah, I mean, how many cards can they tug here? They can tug the Dick Sizzle. They can tug probably the Egret here. So I wonder what would they play in the 4th grassland here.
There's a little bit of a chat going on, which I'd like to ask your opinion of.
All right.
Who do you think's winning currently right now?
My money is kind of on Reggae Muffin. It's just the tempo that built up so far.
I'd agree, but I'm not a huge fan of this Blackbird play, to be honest. I think there was better plays. Yeah,
Blackbird is interesting. Like, I think I would have gone with like the Catbird here, like double the House Finch. It's always nice.
Yep. And then if you happen to pull a really big bird, you can actually double down on the Fish Crow as well.
Yeah, and they do have the Egret here, So yeah, the Blackbird is interesting. I mean, here's another thing. they have such
Surely
a
you tuck the Dick Sissel in here. Dick Sissel's surely never going down.
yeah.
Wow, the egret's gone.
Yeah, you're never gonna play the two Tucker there. But here's the thing, okay? The thing is they have such a strong like wetland engine, so maybe that can support the Blackbird. Like maybe they can go back to wetland one more time. Oh, nice
Seems
one.
to be a waste. Like they, in my opinion, if you can avoid doing that at all,
Yeah.
why would you? So they had plenty of cards. They could have just gone tuck, 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 hand picked out the amazing cards, used the crow to get them down, and that's the difference between scoring like 90 and getting those like 110 plus games.
Yeah. I get what you're saying here. But again, that's a lot of options, you know, like I mean, one thing about Wingspan is that I noticed, like, almost everyone has like a different play style and, different birds and strategy that they like. Sometimes when given like so many like options, yeah, it kind of bring out like everyone like kind of like personality and play style here. So I think that's what make Wingspan like interesting. Like that's not one way to solve the game, or yeah. So
yeah, I completely agree with that.
All right, what?
Completely agree with
Let's
that.
see what's going on. All right, yeah.
Do you know what I think is going to play a big part in this is also the fact that Reggae's so far got 3 of the 4 end of round goals as well.
That's huge. That's huge. I mean, I don't want to bring this up. Okay, all right.
I don't want to bring it up, but I'm going to.
I mean, just going
2022.
to. Okay, so like how we collected all the data from the first Premier League.
Yes.
And I was supposed to kind of make a video about all the data that we collected, but I've been putting it off for the longest time. All right, don't say it too loudly.
Yeah, you let us all down immensely.
All right.
I decided to do all these other really interesting and informative videos for everyone else rather than us data.
Not gonna lie, I do feel guilty from time to time. But okay, here's the thing. So one of the I actually did some data analysis and put things together, but I just haven't tried to put them in a presentable format. But one of the data that I look at was what's the winning percentage for if you're winning like 1 end of round or 2 end of round and 3 end of round or 4 end of round. As you can kind of imagine, actually, like just based on the aggregate of like over 300 games, basically like the more end of round goal that you win kind of correlate with the like higher win rate. And on the top of my mind, I think like winning 4 end of round goal has like a 80 something win rate or something like that.
Yeah,
just thought it was interesting.
It was
yeah,
it's definitely interesting, but I definitely think that, as with any aspect of Wingspan, when you're playing, if you go too far down the rabbit hole of just trying to do one thing, you're going to lose. If you get too much card generation, if you get too much egg generation, if you get too much food generation, you're going to lose, because you're going to run out of spots and you're not going to be able to do it. If you focus too much on end of rounds, you're not going to do enough on the other things. Same thing with bonus cards. Bonus cards is a big thing that sometimes people get too set up on trying to get another bonus card for like 3 points when there was quite clearly a better bird to play for just a couple of points.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I mean, not gonna lie, like after like so many hours, so many games, like I must say I still don't completely, get a stronghold on like end of round and bonus card. Like it just kind of hard sometimes. Like I feel like sometimes like I try to like counter my opponent plays by kind of try to win like most of the end of round goals, but sometimes it's still not enough. But a lot of time I see my opponents like really focus on the end of round goal and really crushing me. So just Wingspan.
Yeah, it is. I played a game the other day on Twitch, and my opponent won all 4 end of round goals. But their total score was about 60.
Yeah.
Like it was just one of those things where, and it was a new play. It's just about learning. But like there was a lot of plays where they made like 1 or 2 point bird plays in the last round, trying to win the last end of round when there was just clearly another bird that you could play for, even if it was only 4 or 5 points, or just laying eggs was going to be 3 points, was going to be a better play overall than trying to get that end of round. And sometimes you just got to stop and think and go, why am I doing this? And is this the best play? You can easily get caught up in just trying to, think what you think's best rather than actually just stopping.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, another thing that I missed was like, why did, I guess like, I mean, that's another good thing to point out. I thought that blue wing wobbler could have weight. Like, I did not see any reason, to play that blue wing wobbler like earlier. Like getting that fourth bird down in the grassland would have been, my top priority. Well, by the way, Kakariki, the data that we collected was voluntarily submitted by all the players, so just saying.
Yeah, and it was in the first Premier League, which you were not a part of. You participated in the second Premier League.
Yep.
So
yeah, but all right, looks like okay. Yeah, it's interesting that Reggae Muffin is pivoting back and forth here. Like, it's almost like teasing me. Like, it just kind of like stressing me out a little bit. Like, not seeing that fourth grassland bird down. At one point, I thought they were gonna play the cat bird, but they spend the grub. So
yeah, and I think this is just a little bit of inexperience here from Reggae Muffin. Reggae Muffin's very new to our server. Okay. This is only their 5th game. So, but it's really important for anyone listening. It's really important to get that 4th grassland bird out there. The difference that you're just getting by getting an extra egg is huge, and really shouldn't be underestimated in this situation. It just makes your engine so much better.
Yeah.
You're adding like 25% to each time you go through that, and it's huge.
Yeah. Say if like they play the catbird or the mockingbird, that's like you get extra eggs and then extra tug or extra you make up for it, like for that turn that you play that 4th grassland bird.
Yeah.
So because now I'm like, okay, now there's only 3 turns. All right, looks like they're gonna play the Oreo here. I think I kind of agree to that. Like now, like with 3 turns, that maybe
now it's the best decision. Yeah, now it's definitely the best decision. 6 turns ago, it was the catbird.
Yeah, but now it's like you just lay egg and tug all those cards, and you have enough egg spots.
You know what? It's actually close. It's actually close. Just quickly on the math. So there's 4 points difference, right, between the catbird and the Oriole, plus one for the difference within eggs. So you've obviously got to discard an extra egg for that. So there's 5-point difference. The catbird though enables you to get an extra egg for 2 turns. So that's 2 points back. Plus you get to tuck an extra 2 cards under the finch. So that's 4 points straight back. So it is Oriole's 1 point better play, but that's where you still have to think and work out and go, what am I going to do for my next couple of turns, and which one is actually the better play.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like with this engine here, like it's definitely a good exercise to make that calculation there. And yes, it wasn't a clear cut that which was the better play here. And sometimes you really do need to squeeze out that 1 or 2 points for victory here. We all have been there. Like many games just ended up with like a few points margin or even a tie. So yeah.
Food. If we do go to a tie, we currently have our good friend Deviled Egg here with the advantage in food at this point in time.
Yeah, but I think unlikely things is going pretty well for Reggae Muffin here with the end game, and they have quite a bit of big birds.
They've got 11. 11 birds tucked.
Yeah.
Compared to I think it's about 8.
Yeah.
Plus 5. Yeah, there's 9 between cashed and tucked to 11. But they've still got another turn.
I mean,
They're pretty similar in bonus cards.
yeah.
I think they're both on 8 points in bonus cards, right?
Yeah, but again, Reggae won 3 end of round go here, so that's gonna be huge.
Yeah.
All right, down to the very last turn here. All right. Yeah, I mean,
That was actually nice and smart from Deviled Egg there and discarding the food to get the extra egg. And I'd be interested if Reggae Muffin does the same thing for their last turn. It's a really simple thing just to get an extra egg. Is actually just discarding the food here to make sure that you get that 4th egg.
yeah.
I think Deviled Egg just activated the Killdeer.
Did they?
Which-
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if that was
Wasn't
really
needed at all.
necessary. Yeah.
I think that might have been a mistake.
Yeah.
I think they might not have been thinking that through. Like sometimes you can kind of just feel at the end of the game you're just kind of clicking buttons and misclick. We'll call that down as a
Possibly.
misclick.
Yeah. Definitely easier to like misplay that in like physical game as well. I think a lot of beginner miss that, you can skip any brown power at any time.
Yeah,
so.
definitely. Although Deviled Egg's no beginner. Deviled Egg's been around for a while and played the game for a while, so they definitely know those sort of rules. That I think it's purely just an accident, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, someone also mentioned that Reggae Muffin, they are very new to the server, but they have won like every single game that they play on the server so
Correct.
far. So
Correct. So far 4 of 4, and they've all been tournament games. So they haven't played a single non-tournament game.
yeah, so definitely someone to watch out for future tournaments.
That's what they were doing. They were discarding the egg from the bowl nest so that they'd get the bowl nest back. So it was actually it didn't make any difference, and they just got to see an extra 2 cards for funsies.
For funsy, and yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it is unfortunate that they do not have enough bonus over there, but and
It was interesting. We just really didn't see any of those bonus card birds, did we? At all? come
yeah,
through.
not much. Yeah, that bonus definitely hurts a little bit. All right, here we go. Oh, 4 end of round goal. That's like
Yeah.
huge.
Huge. It really is.
Yeah, it's gonna look pretty good for Reggae Muffin in terms of end score here. But let's take a
Yeah.
look.
Yeah, that 13-point difference there is going to be pretty huge, and I think the
All right,
102
Reggae Muffin breaking
those
100
ending
here.
rounds. Yeah, very nice. Let's unmute our players and bring them in for a quick chat before we go into game 2.
Yeah, sure. And to the viewers, again, we are playing best-out-of-3. So Reggae won the first one, but Devil Egg can still bring it back with 2 games. So
And this actually goes towards what Deviled Egg has done so far this tournament. They almost throw the game for the first one just to make it a little bit harder for themselves, and then come back strong and win the next 2. So
yeah,
this is completely in alignment with that.
sometimes you
But,
just need
well
that.
played, Reggae Muffin.
Yeah, good game. And
Any thoughts?
Yeah, good game, Deviled Egg. Let's see if they can keep their streak alive and bring it back to game 3.
yeah, good luck to both.
Yeah, it was well played, Muffin.
Good work.
You really outplayed me on those round goals.
Yeah, it's nice when they line up with the birds you get in your opening hand, and it all works out.
All right, awesome. I think second game Reggae is starting here, so maybe Reggae want to invite.
Okay.
All
Just
right.
a quick heads up, Deviled Egg, with the way the stream's at the moment, every time you flick back to Discord, it shows on the stream, just as a heads up.
Okay, thank you.
Just don't want, Juanita sending you anything naughty and, then it's showing up on screen, trash talking
I was
out
actually
your
going to
opponent or
ask
anything.
I was going to ask if we did A level and all that. Do we do that
Yeah.
later?
Yeah, we can do that afterwards.
Yeah, we'll do that afterwards, and if someone has to run off, I can always just force it through as a mod.
Okay. All right.
All right. Good luck to both.
Thank you.
Yep. Good luck. I'm going to put you both on mute again.
Yep, Devil Egg officially on a 5-game win streak here. Let's take a quick
Reggae
look.
Muffin.
Yep, Reggae
Reggae
Muffin. Let's take a good look at the bingo here. Almost have a bingo here. We have someone's rambling. Yes, thank you. We do ramble sometimes. Conspiracy, like Chop started is strong for that.
Oh, this tray. Oh, that tray's nice.
What was in the tray?
Oh, did you see it?
What was it?
Bush tit.
Oh,
Bush tit, chipping sparrow. That's all I saw. I saw 2 of the 3. And brand.
Ooh, so
B-tier
many
brand.
options. This is one of those like, you gotta drink. You gotta think hard. What are you gonna do here? You gotta think hard. That's like, yeah.
Chipping sparrow is such a nice starting bird, though, isn't it?
Yeah, Chipping Sparrow, always nice. I don't Bush Tit always remind you of Full Tuck, but I do not see that potential here. If you're starting with a hummingbird or a crow, maybe, but doesn't look like it. And Tauhi is one of my favorite bird in the game. Like,
Absolute favorites.
so
yeah.
here I'm
Do you ever put Tau in the forest?
I'm gonna say like never. I don't think I ever did it. I might be wrong, but I just don't remember I ever did it. I know like earlier today we have a game, we saw it happen, and it kind of makes sense. I agree with the commentator. But for me personally, especially if I start with it, like if I drew it later, it might be a different, conversation. But if I start with Tohi, like 100% like grassland.
I mean, the only thing I'm thinking here is chipping sparrow Towie in the forest is 3 food and an egg.
Yeah, but late game, that Tauhi grain is just gonna serve you so well. And
it's true. It really is true.
Yeah. And with just chirping sparrow in the forest, it's not gonna carry you, like,
yeah. I think that the Merganser is still a really nice start here, and then they can draw and see what happens. Let's see what Deviled Egg gets with their starting 5.
All right, let's see. Ooh,
Purple Martin again. 2 games in a row.
Martin, let's go. All right, Martin is nice, but it's always in that. Yeah, I mean that's really the only like shining like card there.
Nah. Do you know what there is here?
Full tuck.
Oh,
Full tuck.
You go the Martin and Bush Tit. You put the Bush Tit down first.
Yeah.
You get this. Oh no, you can't. There's no slug.
Oh, that
you can't get both down. There's no slug in the tray.
The bird feeder always screw you like that. Yeah. Like it just. But the thing, you can force it down. If they keep the Martin, and then keep 4 food, they can force down the Martin and the Bush Tit.
Yeah, I do that. Hey, I do that. I would go Martin. Give it a go.
I would go for it. I would go for it. Like, I agree with you. All right. What do you pick up here? Chirping Sparrow?
I don't pull here. I honestly play the Merganser in this situation, and I let my opponent take it with the specific setup that Reggae has.
Mm-hmm.
I let my opponent take the draw of whatever they want, and I go the Merganser.
Oh, look at this. Route
House
16
Finch.
again. This
Man,
game
this
is
is so nice.
crazy.
This is like full tuck dream. You could go bush tit, martin, get that house finch, try and get that down if you can find some other food.
Yeah.
They're going full tuck. They're going to tuck on all levels at this point.
Yeah, but I think the sparrow is a nice pickup here. Like if they really want to be greedy, like sparrow spotted tauhi in grassland, like you just go from there.
I'm not a big fan of putting the sparrow in the grassland. I don't know why. It just feels like I want it. If I'm going to use it, I'm going to use it in the forest.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna clog up your eggs like real quick, but I don't know, just a greedy things. Like it just feels so good. Like 4 points straight up with a grain. You definitely need a secondary food source. Like you need a hummingbird, you need a crow, but yeah, but with a mer gangster, like you just have such a good chance of finding those birds as well. So.
Well, so what do you do here if you're deviled egg?
Let's
Are you
see.
putting the martin in the grassland, sorry, in the waterlands, and then the house finch up in the forest, or how are you gonna play this?
It's so tricky. Like there's so many good birds, but it's just no food source. Like devil egg need a food source. Like if they go all in with the wetland here, it's definitely risky. Oh, they're picking up card again. All right. They have like 3 tier A bird in hand. I think I would still go with full tug like in the wetland here, and
I personally go with full tuck, but I think the catbird's a big waste in this spot, and to be honest, having that 4th food would have been really, really nice as well.
I think I agree. Like, yep.
The bird feed is still really not helpful. Hopefully.
All right, they're going with the forest.
Reggae starts rotating it for their benefit.
All right, that's what you were going for. But I mean, here's the thing. What food do they need?
We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. Like, I think sequence wise, I would have just played the tohi and lay eggs and dig cards before I play the sparrow.
Yeah.
Because you just don't need that sparrow yet. And like I say, like what if you draw a raven, then you just don't need that sparrow yet or ever in the forest. So
yeah, but that happens. I mean, it'd be the same thing if they. Do you disagree with the Merganser if they then, if they happen to pull a gull or a killdeer?
Yeah, but they always need one
Sometimes
bird
it
in the
happens.
wetland. Oh, you see.
You could just draw off the top of the deck. We've seen that happen.
Yeah, I mean, we totally have seen that happen. But yeah, here,
Just
I
draw off the
mean,
top.
just like, I think here is better to play the tohi and get the grain to play the chirping sparrow though, because, yeah. But, all right. Yeah, a lot of things going on. I lost track what's going on with devil egg here. Let's look at this. All right, they have 1 tug in each of the habitat here, which is, I think, is spreading themselves a little bit thin here. And yeah.
Yeah.
All right. In the
That's
meantime,
right. We'll see what happens, hey?
yeah,
Games change.
yeah.
Also, Tate, me and you are famous for calling results early and being completely and utterly wrong.
Oh,
So,
absolutely. We are the worst.
Sometimes
for
we
that.
just gotta respect that people have different suggestions.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, in this case, like, yeah, we'll see what Reggae Muffin draw here. But even if you want the Blackbird, surely you draw from the deck first and see what can work and decide whether you really need that Blackbird. Oh, look at this.
Yeah, I agree. I always...
Double digging. Surely you're gonna get a Raven with like 6 card a turn. Raven digging, let's go.
Also, like, you can now go the blackbird. Raven digging.
I feel like that's going to be on the bingo next time. LCF heard me talk about Raven digging for long enough.
Yeah.
All right, what's going on with the chat here? A lot of yelling for Photog. Yes, totally agree.
The chat's making comments about the chat's giving both of us crap for our pronunciation, Tay.
For what?
I think the Merganser is me. Our pronunciation of birds. The Merganser is my Australian accent rather than the Merganser. And I just, as Australians do, we just sort of butcher everything. And I think it was you that was calling it a chirping sparrow.
Isn't it the chirping? I always confuse. Whenever I thought it's chirping, it's chipping, and when I say chipping, it's chirping.
Chipping.
Are you sure? Let me take a look. It's chirping sparrow. No, it's chipping.
It is. Is it? No, it's chipping.
Okay, fine.
It's double P.
Yep.
It's chipping.
Yeah, it is chipping.
Do you know what is nice though? Pivoting back to the actual game we're commenting on, the nuthatch chipping sparrow would be a really nice combo.
Yep.
2 points with food.
Oh, look at this crane with Tohi.
Crane.
Woo-hoo. I mean, not gonna lie, like reggae muffin option is like endless here. Like they can play the second greep there, and then like run an engine with the blackbird because they gain like 4 cards a turn. Or they can have the crane and work it with the Tohi. So many options.
Yeah, I was surprised there that Deviled Egg didn't discard an egg to get an extra card there when they went for a card. They just tucked one and drew one.
What's going on here? Why is there a discard going on? Food? Okay, yeah. I mean, I'm not against that. Sometimes like having two like draw 2, discard 1 may be too much. But
I don't know. I probably wouldn't have done that.
Yeah. Also, I would have late.
The Towie could have done a bit of that work for you. That Towie could have just gone down and then got you the grain straight away back, and then you could put the nuthatch down.
I mean, that's a totally good point.
Set. Woohoo, Robin.
I mean, Devil Egg just keep pulling all the tier A tugging bird here. It's crazy.
This is nice.
I think the Robin is nice here because it's gonna save their forest. They need that cheap forest bird, and yeah,
you do, yeah. I'm assuming you do forest. Robin in forest over trying to get the titmouse up there.
Yeah. I mean, it is unfortunate that they basically have like tug and draw in each habitat, like all 3 habitat. Like it would be nicer to have it more focused, but yeah,
they're definitely going to generate points no matter what they do, though.
Yeah, I think reggae is
Surely the Towie goes down here.
I think reggae muffin is underrating the Tohi a little bit here. I think the Tohi could have gotten them food
Completely
to play.
Agree. I would.
So many bird.
Completely agree. Whilst gaining some eggs, right? Whilst gaining some eggs.
Wow, Kakariki is really picking on our pronunciation here. By the way, I'm not a native speaker, so I can play that card. I don't know what's your card, Chop.
My card is I'm Australian.
Okay, there you go.
We butcher everything. We shorten everything. Like, all right. Here's a little fun fact for Australia. Do you know what a bottle shop is, right? You know what a liquor store is?
Liquor store?
Like where you buy alcohol?
Yes, I do. We do have a liquor
alcohol.
store here.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Do you know what Australians call those shops?
What?
Bottle-os.
Okay, what? Bottle something?
Bottle?
Bottle?
With an O at the end.
Okay.
Bottle-o. Bottle-o.
There you go.
Because we butcher everything.
The more we
shorten
know.
everything, and we add O and stuff and to things. We're horrible. We're when it comes to speaking, we're a horrible group of people, and it's really difficult. We're up there behind Cockney, you know.
So there you go. We each play our cards. So Kakariki, you can rest your case here. We are not gonna do any better than this.
It's really not. I will try really hard to pronounce people's names right, and then that's where it stops.
Yeah.
And even that, you've seen me butcher Devim's name tirelessly,
Yeah.
stream after stream.
Okay. Well, the good thing about Devil Egg is that, it's end of round 1. They already draw enough card that's gonna last them for a while. So,
Completely agree.
Yeah.
Completely agree.
So they really just need to focus on getting that forest spirit down so that they can start getting food because, yeah. And that's grub right now. That's perfect timing. So, and then, round 2 trade just around the corner. So, let's see. I don't think we have any tier 8 birds left out the pool.
Phoebe.
Oh, Phoebe, yes.
Phoebe would be nice.
Phoebe, Hummer, let's go. Not exactly what Devil Egg was hoping for, I imagine, but they have that Robin there. That's gonna help to build their forest a little bit and get their board
Great.
going.
So have we got a tuck and draw in every row?
Yep, every row.
This is what we need. This is what Monster Couch has been asking for. This is a new challenge. Tuck and row, tuck card every row. In every habitat.
Yeah, someone
There's
come
a
up
new challenge for you.
with a smart.
And
Yeah. Someone could
smart name.
Yeah, come up with a smart pun for that.
Yeah, and Devil Egg can be the first one complete and have that officially on their title and their profile.
Yeah. All right. So, finally the Tohi is down. I mean, okay, what's Reggae Muffin looking at here? They have the Blackbird, but they have no cards to tug yet. So, probably need to do some digging. And on the other hand, Devil Egg, what should they get down next?
I'm not too sure, to be honest.
Looks like they're looking at picking up the Cardinal
Cardinal?
here. Yep.
I don't hate that.
Mhm.
But personally, I would have tucked the Thrush over. Or I suppose they've got the Viticultural slow though, don't they? So
Yeah, and
that Cardinal works nicely with the Robin, and the Thrush actually gets them to the 4th tier, right?
third, 4th tier. Yes, right. With the bonus card. Wait, is that true? Yes, because they have the House Finch in the grassland. So, I mean, I'm not hating this. They can build up their forest here, and then they already have a House Finch in the grassland, so they can eventually pivot to that. So, even Meadowlark might be nice here. Imagine like Meadowlark, House Finch. That's 5 points.
I was actually thinking the House Wren and the Bush Tit in the grasslands.
House Wren and
But
Bush Tit.
I don't know that they have good enough card generation.
Yeah,
for that.
I don't think so. With just that swallow in the wetland, that's just not good enough. Ooh, look at that! Spot a Sandpiper. That might help
That's
with their
nice.
card draw. Ooh,
100%.
yeah. Again, I guess.
However, when you see someone have a tuck and lay in the grasslands, you don't want to really give them free cards, do you?
Yeah, exactly. That's the conundrum here. I think one thing about Reggae Muffin play here, I think the one thing that I question a little bit is the sequence of play here. Like, you know, I just don't think they need to get the blackbird down just yet. Just because they don't have card to tuck anyway.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and you kind of reveal a little bit to your opponent. Like, if I was a deviled egg there, I'd be like, oh, that sandpiper's not as pretty anymore.
yeah.
Now that I know that they have that, so sometimes you just want to hold those birds back
Yeah.
to stop.
Yeah. Or like it's always good to just, you know, draw first and see what options you have and decide how you're gonna set up your board here.
Yeah. Oh, the green heron seems like a really, really odd pick.
They're probably thinking like
But I do really like the flycatcher.
yeah. I mean, with flycatcher and Tauhi, you have enough food for anything that you want to play. So
Yeah. Also, it's the 4th bird for their wildlife gardener. So it's an 8-point bird that gives you 4 points in a bonus. So it becomes a 12-point bird minus an egg. 11-point birds are never bad.
yeah,
Are they, Terry?
I think they're probably looking at the heron as a second, you know, wetland bird, so that, you know, they can be more efficiently drawing card. But yeah, feeding that.
And Papa gone.
Yeah, the thing about they're gonna look at feeding that blackbird there. It's not gonna be easy, but 3 cards a turn is doable. I guess the heron is nice too because they can turn the grain they get from Tauhi to other food that they need. So
Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. I suppose, especially if you can get the scissor tail down, and then you've got 2 different types of food that you can turn into anything else if you need to. But yeah.
Alright.
What tier is the green heron at the start?
Oh yeah, putting me on the spot here, huh? I believe
You're
green.
the creator of the tier list.
I know. I'm very confident that green heron is B tier, because there are other wetland bird with
B
better
tier?
power. You know, I was.
I thought it would have been lower.
Oh wow.
Really would have thought it would have been lower.
I think the
I wouldn't
reason.
have.
Yeah. Where would you put it?
C at best.
Wow.
The only thing it's got going for it is it's a one food 4-point bird to easily get down if you've got nothing else going on. But I definitely would not consider it a B tier bird.
Yeah. I mean, I think the bottom line is I feel like any birds that cost 1 food and give you brown power gotta be in like at least B or A tier, you know?
Surely not.
Well, try to name other examples, like 1 food with a brown power, like
1 food with a brown power.
yeah, that's not good enough to be in at least B tier.
I will consult my list and come back to you.
All right, I'll give you time for that. But they just tuck the heron. They pick up the heron from the tray and tuck the heron. So that is questionable for sure. That's definitely questionable. Like, that's definitely not what you want to do.
What are you denying when you pick up the heron there? This game definitely isn't. They don't have the same momentum, Reggae Muffin, in this game that they were able to find in the last game.
Yeah, I think the sequence and the tempo is a little bit weird here. I mean, again, looking at this, like it just seems like it spreads. The forest and grassland are kind of spread thin a little bit. Like they set up a nice forest there, but it's also not obvious that they really need that forest. So,
all right, back to your question.
Yeah.
Brown power bird, 1 food that is not B tier.
Ha! Cowbird doesn't
Vox
have a
is
brown power. Evil laugh.
No, that's pink power. Volks is swift.
Vox Swift. All right, you got me.
That is not B tier.
That is
yeah,
true.
boy.
Hey,
Boom.
but all right. Here's the thing. Green Heron has 4 points, so 1 food, 4 points, brown power. I don't think you can put that
C
in C
tier.
tier. No, B tier.
C tier.
B tier, B tier. All right, maybe the chat.
Let's not go back and forth.
All right, let's poll the chat here.
Poll. Time for a
Alright,
poll.
What's that? What was the card again? Green Heron.
Green Heron.
All right. I'll even put A tier. B tier. C tier.
D tier.
Or D. Let's see if someone really hate the Green Heron.
I would honestly be starting to consider D. Is D the lowest? Is D?
No, we have an F
or
tier.
is there F tiers?
We do have an F.
Is there an E tier? Does it
do
just
not
jump
have a
from
E
D
tier.
to F?
Yeah, it just jumped from
Yeah,
D to F.
The only thing keeping it in C tier is the fact that it's one food for 4 points. Otherwise, it's D tier.
Okay, well, we all
So,
have our
I-
opinion. We don't have to agree.
I voted as C tier.
Wow, that's not fair because I don't know if I can actually vote. I don't think I can vote, so I'm gonna add
I think
one
my
vote to
my vote got removed, so you don't have to worry.
I think you might have misclicked or something. No, I see it. I see 2 vote on C tier.
Oh no, it's gone. Hey,
Come on, people.
me and Kaka,
All right,
Oceania specialist.
we're being totally distracted here because what's going on. All right, I think the metal lock is down, and all right.
So I
look
think
at
with this mountain bluebird, eastern bluebird that deviled egg has picked up. They don't need the thrush anymore, right? The thrush is no longer needed, because that bluebird is their 4th viticulturalist bird.
Yep.
So the thrush is just a waste.
Yeah. All right. What do we have here? The Mockingbird surely can help with Grassland Engine there. So. And what else? I guess.
Yeah, I really like the Meadowlark. It's nice and easy to get down. You can use your tucks through it. Not that they need it, but it's a 5th viticulturalist bird. But if you can get that down with the Eastern Bluebird, especially with the fact that they can get a free cherry, happy days.
Yep. Yeah.
Happy days.
Yeah, I think Mockingbird is gonna be nice for either of them here. Ooh, Puffin, look at this.
Hello.
I mean,
That's only 6 wheat.
I mean, but look at the bird feeder though.
Yeah.
That's like perfectly set up for the Puffin there.
It is.
If they want to be,
there's nothing more fun than playing the Puffin with 6 food.
yeah. But the karma is they always give you bad bonus card if you do it that way.
No, they don't. Not in my experience. That's just your conspiracy theories.
No, it's totally true. We have seen it time after time. When you don't fit Puffin fishes, they give you bad bonus card.
Come on, get the Meadowlark. Get the Meadowlark. Do it. Yeah. Sorry, not Meadowlark.
I know
Bluebird.
you were confusing me right there. Like you keep saying metal. I was like, what? What is going on? All right, I'm
liking this. Come on, Deviled.
I
don't know. There is some bias. I have to admit, I have bias in this game. I really, really want Deviled Egg to win and to go through. I think Deviled Egg. I don't know Reggae Muffin. Deviled Egg's an absolute lovely person and an Australian, and I want to see them come through.
Yep. I totally understand, but you know, yeah, with the Mockingbird down, now Devil Eggs has a really good looking grassland here. You know, that's like a 5 points engine there, you know. That's definitely enough to carry them.
Really unlucky with the tray there. Could have really used 2 squiggly boys. Scrub both grains. Tuck that thrush. Get rid of it. Yes. Here we go. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Like those are biggest thing that screw you, like, you know, either the deck or the bird feeder. Like, those are the biggest RNG in Wingspan.
Yeah. This is nice though. This is really looking like a nice finish. I think Deviled Egg's coming home hard.
Yeah,
Really, really strong.
good chance there.
What bonus? If they brick bonuses here, this could be huge
All right, let's
for
see.
Deviled. If there's not a lot of bonuses at work,
Ooh.
Breeding
Hey.
Manager's the best one here.
Yeah,
Breeding Manager's the best one. They've got at least 3 birds,
Yep.
if not 4, that will.
exactly. And they can play the Bob White with their grain, even though it's risky to have like
Yeah,
Bob
with the
White and
Towie.
Meadowlark and Blackbird. Like, you're getting like what, 7 or 8 eggs a turn. That's like insane. You just can't run that efficiently.
So at the moment, they need to get down that big 8-point bird, because that bird is the last bird for their wildlife.
Yeah, it's
Guy,
worth it.
which is their bonus card as well. Because
Yep.
they've only got 3 bowl birds down at the moment.
Yep. By the way the polls are
This
in.
is nice. I'm so proud of Deviled Egg here. This is going really, really well. They're coming home strong.
Right. The polls are in. Green Heron 42% tier B. There you go.
Yeah, and I'm gonna switch to my inner flan. 7 votes is not statistical enough. Yeah, we need more data. More
data.
So
I mean, not gonna. Yeah.
so more data. Who wants to hear the story of Deviled Egg?
All right. Do we have a
you wanna
story
hear it,
time
Terry?
here? Is it conspiracy story or no? It's just regular story. I will hear it.
It's not a conspiracy story. It's just, it's why they call Deviled Egg.
All right, let's go. We have a little bit of time here. Gotta be quick.
So we've got a little bit of time just before the last round.
Yeah.
So the reason they call Deviled Egg is from an episode of Futurama. Did you ever watch Futurama, Tay?
I've seen a little bit. I know that show.
A little bit.
Yep, a little bit.
You know the lobster dude, right?
Nope. Not that much. I only know the robot.
Who am I commentating with?
All right, you might want to save the story for next time. I mean, maybe our viewer know. You can talk to
Wow.
our viewer here.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely will take the viewership knowing who Zoidberg is over you. Anyway, so Zoidberg is getting surgery operated on him. He has his chest open and he's there, and they pull out a deviled egg out of his stomach and put it on the tray next to him, and they're like, "Ooh, a deviled egg." And then he eats it, and they're like, "The same deviled egg." And then he eats it again, and they're like, "The same deviled egg." And it kind of repeats itself a couple of times, and it's a really, really funny sequence. And according to Deviled Egg, they kind of just like pissed themselves laughing for ages over that scene, and decided to name themselves the Deviled Egg in honor of that scene.
All right.
That is completely lost on
I'll give you some laughter
on
there.
Tay. You can definitely Google Zoidberg Deviled Egg, and you'll see the scene. It's about 30 seconds long.
All right, we'll look that up afterwards because we need to get back to the game here. All right, I mean, here's the thing. Reggae Muffin, strong going with the grassland, but they're running off egg space real soon. So I don't know what exactly is their plan here. I mean, they're getting like, you know, 5, 6 eggs here, so they can only run it like maybe 1 or twice. So what's their
Agreed.
plan here? They're getting eggs from their forest.
I don't know.
Yeah. So I'm just it's just like, yeah, like Reggae Muffin has a strong start with their grassland setup, but looks like it's plateauing. But on the other hand, Devil's Egg grassland, they can run it all day long, you know, till the end of the game.
All day.
all
Yep.
day. So, oh, it's so unfortunate they needed that one cherry to play the wild turkey. Like, imagine having that cherry and then that card to tug is like perfect setup.
So, what are we looking at? So, at the moment, although to be honest, that you're right. It is just really nice. So, is it worth it? Do you think it's worth it to go? There's 6 turns left. Go get some food. Tuck the warbler. Get a couple of points out of that. Get 1 point out of that. Lay the wild turkey, which is a nice big point bird, and then be able to lay and
4
tuck
eggs,
the whatever card you have.
Yeah.
I think it is. I think it makes sense.
It might. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, that one food would have made such a
what?
huge difference.
Do you know what's big as well?
What?
I 100%. This is the way to go. The wild turkey being in that enclosure nest when they've got the meadowlark and they're giving them the free enclosure and they don't have any other spots for them now that the bush tit's full.
Looks like they're
Needs
going
to
for
happen.
it. Yep, they're going for
Good
it.
work. Well done, Deviled Egg. Well
Yeah.
done.
All right. Oh, Reggae Muffin. Are they looking at playing that Bob White there?
Well, what? The owl? I'm not sure.
That's a lot of eggs. I don't know if they can handle it.
You know what's interesting though? The one thing that's keeping Reggae Muffin in this game is, again, they've won all 3 end of rounds.
Yeah. That's true. They are going strong with the end of round here. I mean, you gotta capitalize on that when your opponent is, giving you
No, not there. Not there.
Ooh.
No. Unclick.
Yeah, save that one egg. It's not gonna be worth it. You're gonna get a lot more eggs.
Don't do it. You're going to get so many more eggs. They're thinking up purely about the end of round, but they've got enough egg spaces to already win end of round.
Yeah.
Don't do it, Deviled Egg. Undo.
They really want to guarantee it or something.
They're going to have 4 turns to lay eggs. Saving 1 egg is not worth losing out on another 4 eggs.
Yeah. I mean, they miss like maybe 1 or 2 points because they do have 2 food that they can spend to turn into egg, but yeah, I mean,
but they wouldn't need that, and those food, if in the case of a tie, could come handy.
That's true, but it's a 1 or 2 or 3 point mistake there. Oh, look at this. We're talking about what? 8 eggs a turns. How are you gonna
Wild.
accommodate that? And you have 4 turns left.
And you also don't have any ability. So it's only 7 eggs once the blackbird's full after 1 more turn. Because, for 2 more turns.
I mean, maybe they're looking at playing the Grackle, but even that is kind of... Is it even worth it? I guess they can always like gain food and play the Spotted Owl, but again, if they don't get 2 row, then that's gonna be...
They've only got 10
awkward.
egg spots, so
Yeah, that's only 1 run, and then they're almost full.
they're cooked.
They have 4 turns, so yeah, a little bit stressed
This
out
is
here.
this is going to be a really, really rough last round for our friend Reggae Muffin.
Yeah, it's not the worst. Again, they can gamble on the feeder to get food for the owl, but yeah, not ideal.
You don't want the owl down. You want the flycatcher down, because a flycatcher again is now a 10-point bird with the position, but it's going to get you that wildlife gardener bonus.
Yeah, so maybe 2 turns drawing food and then play and then lay eggs. Then yeah, it is a little bit weird.
If it works out for you, what happens if there's no cherries or slugs?
Yeah, no cherry or slugs, you're totally screwed. Yeah, I mean, not gonna lie, like in this game, between Devil Egg and Reggae Muffin, they basically pull like, more than half of the tier A birds here. Even though we did not see any tier S. That's also interesting.
Yeah, agreed.
Um, look at Elsie here.
They're still choosing. They're still choosing.
What's going on?
They're still using the Meadowlark. Surely you just have to stop using the Meadowlark when your opponent has that turkey and you just don't have enough egg spaces to do anything.
Yeah, it's always a tricky one with the metal lug in situation like this. Sometimes I stumble as well. Like I have to think hard whether I skip or don't skip. But yeah, I agree with you. Maybe here it make more sense to skip. Elsie is really yelling at us and telling us to focus. I don't know. We have been pretty focused. I mean, what do you think, Chop? You want to make a call? Like, do you think you have enough data here to make a call?
I'm too biased. I'm just gonna say deviled egg because
Okay.
that's just where all my support is.
Okay.
I do think that 1 or 2 point misplay may bite them in the butt, but I really hope not.
All right, we have a poll.
And
up.
I'm always down for game 3. So
We have a poll up. We'll see what the audience think. Yeah, I guess the backup plan for the bird feeder here is I guess you play the owl, but looks like they tuck the flycatcher. So that is gone. So they're going full in for the owl here. Oh, and look at this.
see,
This is exactly what you don't want. They needed that one row
would
there.
why would you not tuck? Why wouldn't you tuck the other bird, the grackle?
Yeah, the grackle. Yeah, that. I mean, I guess are they thinking like at least they can play the grackle here, and it might be better for them to play the grackle here, honestly, because they.
I don't think it is. Like the grackle's a 6-point bird compared to the owl being a 4-point bird, but the owl's more likely to draw you more points than that. For me, it was just clearly the flycatcher.
Yeah, I'm not sure. They can play the grackle and lay eggs. Yeah, it's rough. They're not gonna fully get all the eggs that they want. So yeah.
You know what would have been nice for them? That burrowing owl.
Yeah. That egg space, yeah.
Egg space, breeding manager, wildlife manager.
Yeah, there you go. Actually, that is so true. And really, I think they could have afforded like spending one more turn to draw cards. And oh, look at this. I thought about this too. Like playing that grackle.
Still not enough. The egg spots aren't going to make a difference up here. I personally would be playing the owl. I think you're behind, and I think you need to gamble.
Are they really behind though? It's hard to say. One,
maybe
2, 3, 4.
come into play. I mean, if you play the grackle in the grasslands here, that's real bad.
I mean, they can make like 1, 2, 3, 4 points last turn. Yeah, I think. Oh, this is tough call. It's too nitty gritty math here, but yeah, either there or in the grassland. Either way, they're getting their wildlife gardener bonus, so that's like a 6-point play. So 6 point is not bad in any case. So
it's not.
So I'm wondering.
It's not the 10 points that the flycatcher would have been.
Yeah, I mean, I think it might have worked out the same whether they play in the grassland or the forest, because if they play in the grassland, they can spend that extra food to turn it into eggs. But again, I don't think they have enough egg spot for that eggs anyway. So
Although you discard 2 eggs, so you kind of you just
You
get to play
open up.
wherever you want that spot.
Yeah.
But you can't use the Grackle in the tucking capacity because you've only got 1 card left and you've already got the Blackbird there to do that. So
That's true. So I think it's more or less work out the same, and looks like they have 7 spot of left, so that's just enough. Maybe missing
What's
1
Finch?
egg. Yeah. We still do not have a bingo here. I mean,
interesting.
I guess yeah.
Yeah, that's what we need. We need game 3. That's why.
All right. It's getting late for me,
This
but
seems like a slight.
all right. Are we at the end now?
Let's see.
All right. This
All right.
is
We are at the end.
this is big.
Let's go. Come on, Devil Deck.
The poll is saying devil eggs, so. Oh no, the poll is saying reggae muffin.
It is.
So, I think I'm feeling for reggae
No, it's
muffin
not.
too.
The poll's saying Devil Egg.
Really?
20.
Okay, devil egg it is. We'll see. But I'm feeling reggae muffin.
The Tux. Come on. Tux.
Oh, not enough.
I can't see. I've frozen. I've lost.
No,
I've lost.
it's 92 to 85. So, congrats
Wow.
to reggae muffin, taking it home 2 games straight and
Tux.
6 games win streak. Impressive.
Yeah. Let's.
Very good. Well played to both. I think they both play very good games. Definitely this is one of the game where you just have so many cards, so many decisions. It's definitely not a clear cut,
Yeah. No, it was a great game.
Yeah.
A lot of different sort of stuff going on. Some really nice birds flying around.
Yeah, a lot of branching points there. So yeah, well done to both navigating that. So. All right. Do we have?
Thanks.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Good game.
Thanks.
Yeah, well played. That was very close.
Yeah, I didn't feel confident at any point really, but it got a bit closer than I thought maybe by the end.
Yeah. It was so close. I can really look back at because you kind of get screwed by the bird feeder at one point. You did not roll what you needed, and if you have that one extra cherry, you can have played that wild turkey without going to the forest. So that could have make up, one extra turn for you to run your engine. So yeah, that was very close.
Well, my possibly only moment of being strategic in the whole game was thinking I should put it in the forest just so that I could get 1 round goal, which was the eggs in forest.
Yeah,
But,
that was big. Yes.
Yeah, maybe 1 will go. Or I just, and you think back to, I think that's the thing you do is you think back to all your turns. I had a turn in the very first round that I was like, I really think that I shouldn't have done that. And then I'd sort of set stuff on the back foot for the rest of it. But reggae was very so congratulations.
Yeah, congrats.
Yeah, well played both. I had to have a little moment of rage quit when Devil Dead lost. I had all my eggs in that basket.
Yeah. Chop was your biggest supporter here, so.
Oh, thanks, Chop.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
Well played to both. You both played good games, and it was definitely difficult. There was a lot of really nice birds flying around in both games.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So I don't know if Reggae want to say anything before we wrap this up.
Well played, Deviled Egg.
Yeah.
And thanks for having me on the stream.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Continue on your 6-0 streak on the server.
Yeah, going strong.
Hasn't lost a game.
Yeah. That's why you need some time on the server, like momentum. That's gonna propel you. All right. I think that's about it. We're gonna wrap this up. always a pleasure commentating with you. Chop, well done to both players.
Appreciate
Yeah, and thank you everyone for joining us. We'll see you in next stream. We probably will have more stream being scheduled in the near future. So watch out for that, either on this
Definitely.
channel or Winging It. So stay tuned.
Awesome. Thank you, everyone.
All
Have a
right.
good day
All right.
or night.
Yeah.